Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Mohammad Abdul Rauf, a teacher, Nokla Pilot Model Uच्च Vidyalaya, Nokla Shaipur. Dear students, I hope you are well by the grace of Allah. I am okay. Now I will teach you English grammar. At first, we have to know why is grammar important for learning English well. Grammar is very important part for any language, especially in English language. Grammar is very important. If we want to know English well, we have to know or we have to practice grammar carefully, attentively, and while without violating grammar, we can't earn good command in English. If you want to improve your speaking and writing skill, of course, you will have to learn English well. If you don't know English grammar well, you can't speak fluently and you can't write English correctly. So grammar is very important part of grammar. So grammar is very important part of English. Today I will teach you grammar part, conditionals. At first, we have to know what is conditional. Conditional is complex sentence. It has two parts, which has a principal clause and a subordinate clause. Here I have given some examples of conditions. Follow this example. If you come, I shall go. Here two clauses. One clause is subordinate clause and another clause is principal clause. If you come, it is subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. And I shall go, that is principal clause. That is principal clause. In this way, if you helped me, it is subordinate clause, I would help you principal clause. If I had seen him, I would have told him the matter. If I had seen him, it's subordinate clause, I would have told him the matter, principal clause. We can see in conditions two parts. In every condition, two parts or two clauses. One is principal clause or independent clause, and another is subordinate clause or dependent clause. we have to know when we use subordinate clause. After writing subordinate clause, we have to use comma in the middle of the sentence, then principal clause. This sentence we can use or write another way, or at first I use principal clause. I shall go if you know. This sentence we can use or we can write in this way. I shall go if you know. Here I write first principal clause. I shall go, and if you came, subordinate clause or dependent clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause. When we use at first subordinate clause, after writing subordinate clause, we have to use comma in the middle of the sentence. Then we will write principal clause. But when we use principal clause first, here we don't use no comma, because in the middle place or instead of comma we use if. So when we use principal clause, we can't use comma middle of the sentence. Now we know how many kinds of conditions. There are three kinds of conditions. First condition, number 2, second condition, number 3, third condition. Number 1, third condition. There are three kinds of condition. Number 1, first condition, number 2, second condition, and number 3, third condition. Now first I will discuss or we will learn first condition. At first, I am giving some example of first condition. These are all examples of first condition. These are examples of first condition. Here we can see every sentence at a two part or two clauses. One is principal or independent clause and another is subordinate or dependent clause. If you come, it's subordinate or dependent clause. and I shall go principal of independent clause. If you help me, it's subordinate clause and I shall help you principal clause. If it rains subordinate clause, I will not go principal clause. We can see subordinate, every sentence subordinate clause is in present tense. If you come, it's present independent tense. And principal clause is future independent tense. Second example, if you help me, present tense, present independent tense, I shall help you future independent tense or future tense. Third condition, if it rains present tense, I will not go future tense. In first condition, subordinate clause is in future independent tense and principal clause is in first clause subordinate clause or if clause is in present independent tense and principal clause is in future independent tense. According to these examples, we can make structure. Structure number 1. Structure of first condition, E plus present plus future. By using this structure, you can make more sentences. You can speak a lot of sentences. You can write down more sentences. So, according to these examples, you can easily we make a structure E plus present plus future. Now, by using this structure, we can speak. You can speak or write more and more sentences. That develops in your speaking or writing skill. Dear student, now we discuss second condition. Now we will learn about second condition. At first time, giving some example of this condition. Dear student, follow these examples. If you came, I would go. If you help me, I would help you. If I am a bird, I would fly. In every example, we can see two clauses or two parts of the sentence. One is principal clause and another is subordinate clause. Here, if you came is subordinate clause or if clause. In this condition or second condition, we can see if clause or subordinate clause is in past tense. Is in past tense, and another part or principal clause is past conditional, or subject clause would, could, might, or the present form of principal clause. Here, if you help me, past indefinite tense, past tense, we use comma. Since at first we use subordinate clause, we have to use comma in the middle of the sentence. Next, principal clause or past conditional. Past conditional means, here past conditional means subject clause would, could, might, or the present form of principal clause. Third example of second condition, if plus I were a bird. Here we use be verb. Here we use be verb. In this condition, when we use be verb after subject, all subject, after all subject, we have to use where. We have to use where. I were, you were, he were, they were. It is called unreal past. It is called unreal past. Another part of the sentence or principal clause, just like this. Here, past condition or subject plus could, might, or principal form, present form of principal form. Now, according to this example, we can make structure. Structure number 2. If plus past indefinite, past plus past conditional. Past conditional means, here past conditional means subject plus would, might plus present form, present from principal form. Structure of second condition, E plus past, that is past conditional. Past conditional means subject plus would, maybe could or might. Then present form of principal form. Dear student, by using this structure or the structure of second condition, you can make more and more sentences. You can practice at home, and you can speak in English. You can speak in English. You can speak more and more sentence by using this structure. I expect if you practice this structure at home, you can easily speak. You can easily speak in English. You can easily speak this kind of sentence. You can improve your writing skill, and that is very important for you. Now I will discuss third condition. Dear student, now I discuss with you third condition, or I will teach you third condition. At first I have given some example of third condition. Follow these examples. If I had seen him, I would have told him the matter. In this example, we can see if clause or subordinate clause is in past perfect tense. If clause or subordinate clause is in past perfect tense. Then past perfect condition. Then past perfect condition was subject plus would have, might have, plus past participle from a principal verb and another part of the sentence. According to this example, we make a structure. Or structure number 3. If follow this example, dear student, past perfect tense, I would have told in the matter it is past perfect conditional, or subject plus would have, might have, past participle form of principal verb plus another part of the sentence. This is called third condition. Dear student, I hope all of you have learned one condition and kinds of condition. First condition, second condition and third condition. If you practice at home on condition, of course you will learn more, or you will understand these topics very easily. I expect, of course, you will practice condition. What is condition? Kinds of condition, first condition, second condition and third condition. You have to know every condition for every structure. You will learn structure for every condition. As a result, you can easily speak, you can easily tell any sentence, you can easily write any sentence, you can easily read any sentence by using these structures. Now I will give you homework. Dear student, at home you will practice this homework. First structure for 5 sentences. Already I have noted every structure and I have written down where wrote every structure. So first structure for 5 sentences, second structure for 5 sentences, third structure for 5 sentences, total sentence 15 sentences. This is for your homework. Dear student, I have completed my class. আমি এখন তোমাদের কিছু উপদেশমূলক পরামর্শ দিচ্ছি। তোমরা জানো যে সারা বিশ্বে করোনার জন্য স্থবির, বিশেষ করে শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান, কোনো শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান খুলে নাই। যারা খুলে দিয়েছিল বিশ্ব অন্যান্য কান্ট্রি তারা আবার বন্ধ করে দিয়েছে। তাই আমাদের সরকারও রিস্ক নিতে চাচ্ছেন না, এর জন্যই শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান বন্ধ রেখেছে। এবং শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান বন্ধ থাকার দরুন আমরা অনলাইনে ক্লাস দিচ্ছি, সংস্থা টিভিতে ক্লাস হচ্ছে। তো তোমাদের প্রতি আমার আহ্বান হলো যে তোমরা আমাদের ক্লাসগুলো অত্যন্ত মনোযোগ সহকারে অনুসরণ করবে এবং অনুশীলন করবে। তাছাড়া সংস্থা টিভির ক্লাসগুলো তোমরা নিয়মিত অনুশীলন করবে এবং যে হোমওয়ার্কগুলো দেওয়া হয় এই হোমওয়ার্কগুলো বাসায় প্র্যাকটিস করবে। মনে রাখতে হবে যে তোমাদের সময় কিন্তু চলে যাচ্ছে, অর্থাৎ তোমাদের এসএসসি পরীক্ষা হবে, টেস্ট পরীক্ষা হবে হয়তো 1-2 মাস পরে, কিন্তু পরীক্ষা কিন্তু হবে। কাজে ওটা মাথায় রেখে কিন্তু একটু সময় তোমাদের নষ্ট করা যাবে, মানে প্রত্যেকটা মুহূর্তে তোমাদের গুরুত্ব দিতে হবে, গুরুত্ব দিয়ে পড়াশোনা চালিয়ে যেতে হবে। পাশাপাশি তোমাদের স্বাস্থ্যের প্রতি খেয়াল রাখতে হবে, মানসিকভাবে ভালো থাকতে হবে, ভালো চিন্তা করতে হবে, ভালো পরামর্শ দিতে হবে। অর্থাৎ শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান বন্ধ তাই বলে এলোমেলো চলাফেরা করা যাবে না। তোমাদের সবসময় খেয়াল করতে হবে যে নিয়মিত পড়ার টেবিলে বসা, একটু খেলাধুলা করা, নিয়মিত খেলাধুলা করা, স্বাস্থ্যের প্রতি লক্ষ্য রাখা এবং প্রয়োজনে অন্যের উপকারে এগিয়ে আসা, অন্যকে সাহায্য করা। অর্থাৎ তোমাদের সবসময় মাথায় রাখতে হবে যে তোমার দ্বারা যেন কারো ক্ষতি না হয়, বরং তোমার দ্বারা যেন অন্য উপকৃত হয়, এই ভুলটা সবসময় তোমার মাথায় রাখতে হবে। কারণ আমরা যারা শিক্ষা পরিবারের সদস্য, আমরা যারা শিক্ষা পরিবারে আছি, টিচার, স্টুডেন্ট, আমাদের সবারই কিন্তু অনেক দায়িত্ব রয়েছে। সেই দায়িত্বগুলো আমাদের কি করতে হবে? পালন করতে হবে।